What you gonna do for me? What you gonna do for me? Tell me truly. What you gonna do for me when the chips are down? You gonna hit that subscribe button? What's up, y'all? This is Ty. Yes, I know that song has nothing to do with this video at all, but you know how I do. I like singing. The song was in my head, so I had to get it out of my head. That's how I do. But anyway, I am here to review Season 2, Episode 10 of Tyler Perry's comedy, drama, soap opera, The Oval. And tonight's episode is titled The Master, right? That's the title, right? But before I do that, let me give a shout out to my people. Give shout outs to my people. I have some new subscribers here. Wendell Morenito, Yvonne Candace, Tiana Haley, and K So Awesome TV. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, shout outs to the people holding me down in the comment section. Hope, Simply Be Yourself 100, Angelica the Brat, A. Henderson, Purple Kisses, Community Kingdom, Randall Brown, DB, RC Kroger, Brian Means, Priscilla Jones, Tia Divine, TD Morton Orchids, and June BLC. Now, June and I'm a guest on her channel for her gospel concert. I know I said last week that it was going to be up over the weekend. It's been pushed back, but still be out on the look for it. I think it's coming soon. It's coming soon, so you got to check her channel. And once I find that information out, I'll let you know as well. Also, you can check out my channel. Sunday, I sang Speak to My Heart, Holy Spirit. It's a cover of an old Donnie McClurkin song. I said his name wrong, McClurkin, or whatever. Y'all know what I mean. I'm pronouncing it crazy. All right, so that's enough of the shameless plugs right there. I already begged y'all to, subscribe and all that, leave comments. Let's get right down to this episode, because that's what you came here for, right? All right, let's do it. The episode starts off with Nancy and Richard and Frida. This was hilarious to me. Nancy came in there with her red dress on, lady in red, sat down to the table. Richard was not fazed at all. He was like, to Frida, girl, I want to make love to you. Said it right in front of his wife. Nancy looking at him like he crazy. Frida like, listen, I don't have time for this. I got to go. Y'all figure this mess out. I know I did say I wanted you, but I don't want to be in no mess. Figure this out with your wife. I'm out of here. So she leaves, and it's just him and Nancy there. And Nancy says, take this wine back and get me some. I'll order a soda. And Richard looked at her and said, what money you got? And that made me think, like, wait a minute. I know he said he took his money from her, but damn, she don't have money for a soda, Richard? I mean, you control the money like that she couldn't even buy herself a soda? Because he was like, you got money? She buying a soda. Damn. Yeah, that was interesting. So, and then they were saying, he was asking, he said, listen, you might have got Frida out of here, but I got chicks lined up. I said, talk your talk, Richard. He was like, he said, I got hoes lined up. They've been waiting for me. That's basically what he was saying. Like, they've been waiting for me. I just was being loyal to you. But now, since I know you've been lying to me for 20-something years, I'm going to find somebody else. I'm going to get me some. You know how many women want me? That's what he said. And she said, Richard, why are you doing it? Nancy, you know why he's doing it. You won't tell him who Picky's father is. Will you tell him who Picky's father is? But she said, no, because you're going to get mad. And he said, oh, so the guy's alive, huh? And you're going to get mad, and I think you're going to do something to him. And she said, I just can't tell you. So he said, you know what? You can't tell me. So I think I'm going to go see a judge and get a divorce. Dun, dun, dun. I was like, wow, he wants a divorce. And I'm upset, y'all. Where's Picky's funeral? Tyler, can we get the funeral, please? I want Picky's funeral. I done said this in 3 reviews already. Can we have Picky's funeral, please? Can we have Picky's funeral? So anyway, that's that. Richard wants a divorce. He wants a divorce. That's what he said. He's done. He's done. What else happened? Let's move on to Max and Kyle fighting in the bathroom. Last week, Kyle brought, what's that boy's name home? Brought that boy into his home, Dale. And, he was singing and being all giddy. Then he went in the bathroom and he got roughed up by Kyle. And Kyle was getting the best of him. And Kyle was about to take him to the king. And as he was about to shoot him, here comes Bobby. Bobby said, no, 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 no. That's not the way. There's a better way to do this. Now is not the time. We got to get them when we get them all. Kyle was like, listen, you should let me take him. He said, no, not now. So, Max was, I'm sorry, I'm saying the names wrong. Max got the best of Kyle. I hope I'm saying, Max got the best of Kyle. And Kyle was laid up in the tub, and Max was going to kill Kyle until Bobby stopped him. And so Bobby's telling Max, he says, listen, there's a better way to do this. There's a better way. This is not the way. This is not the way. We got to take them all down. And Max was like, yeah, but your partner wasn't killed, and this dude shot me. And Bobby said, well, you lived, didn't you? And then they had this whole thing. And then later we see another conversation where Bobby's having a conversation with Lily. And they're basically playing it off because that phone call is being recorded. So they're playing it off like this love affair. And she's saying she wants to stay with her husband, Donald. So I thought that was clever. That was her way of throwing Donald off and making him believe that, she left, but she left with some other man in some relationship. So they had that whole fake thing going where he was like, oh, my wife and kids. Bobby was pretending to be someone else that was in love with Lily, that had his wife and kids and had an affair. They're just trying to throw Donald off. So I thought that was interesting. All right, let's move from them and let's go on to Sam and the First Lady. Now, I really thought that the First Lady had Sam tonight. I thought she was going to get some from Sam, but I was incorrect. Sam held his ground, but they did do that little flirtatious jogging around the White House thingamajig, and you're laughing and giggling. And we saw a softer side of the First Lady. But, Sam had to let her know. He said, can I speak off the record? Because she said, look, stop all this ma'am crap. So he said, all right, can I speak off the record? So he said, off the record, what you did was foul. I didn't like what you did in front of my wife. Priscilla didn't like all that. And he laid down his ground rules. So I thought, is he laying down his ground rules before he jump in the sack with this woman? But he laid down. He said, listen, let me tell you, don't do that. Don't do this. I didn't like that. And she still told him that she wanted to make love to him. And he told her, no, I'm faithful to my wife. And he said, you're a beautiful woman. And she seemed taken aback by that. And he said, why are you taken aback? She said, because when you have a husband like mine who has constantly cheated on me, it makes me feel less attractive. So I kind of felt sorry for the First Lady tonight just a little bit. So her and Sam are having that conversation. I thought there was still a chance that they could get it on, but they didn't. And meanwhile, his wife Priscilla is calling him, but he ain't answering the phone because he's with the First Lady. She's calling him, Richard, Richard, Richard. She's calling, not Richard, look at me. She's calling Sam, Sam, I need help because poor Jean's body has been found by her boyfriend, and Priscilla found both of them dead. And she knows that Jean's boyfriend didn't kill her. And they're making it look like, they're framing him, making it look like it was a murder-suicide. So when Priscilla finally does get in contact with Sam, she's hysterical, she's crying. And she says, where were you? And he told her, listen, I was with the First Lady. And she got upset about that. And she's like, her creepy son did this. He did this. And look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. They're framing Jean's boyfriend and trying to make it look like it was a murder-suicide. So she's even more mad with Sam. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So we got to see how that unfolds. But Sam knows that there's something up with that. Let's move right along to Sharon and Kareem. Okay. I think that whole thing is stupid. Last week, she was grinding and making love to Kareem after just saying you were pregnant by pregnant by Barry. Now you're over here in Kareem's bed. Then you're having this conversation with Kareem. She's having this conversation with Kareem where she's like, oh no, I can't do this with you because you need to change and this, that, and the third. So y'all help me out here. I always thought that she was with Barry first, and then when she went to the pharmacy, she started this romance with Kareem. But am I right in what I saw tonight in that conversation where he was saying he's changed and Kareem is saying he loves her and all this other stuff? She was with Kareem first back in the day? Y'all correct me on that. Somebody answer that. Because the way they were talking tonight, it seemed like she was with Kareem first and then she got with Barry. So I don't know. I was a little thrown off by that. But she said, you know, I don't know. I'm not moving in with you. And I'm like, so what is she doing? She don't know what she's doing. That all was very confusing. Let's move on to Mr. President. Mr. President and what's that girl's name? Ellie. They still getting it on and whatever have you. And this was very interesting. While they're doing that, we see that crazy Jason has gone back into, I forgot the guy's name, but it's Ellie's boyfriend. Goes into his office. You know, you remember last week he did all that weird stuff with him. And he's like, he tells him, I have the key to the room. And, you know, that girl, Ellie, that slut, she's in there banging out with the president right now. Do you want to see it? And he was like, sure. So Jason is up to something. Jason has got this plan. So he takes Ellie's boyfriend. He says, listen, I'm going to show you. And he shows him. They walk in on Ellie banging out the president. I said, look at that. So we're going to see where that's going to go. That was very, very, very interesting. What else happened tonight? Barry. That was interesting. Barry and the Rackadoochies. Did I say the name correctly? Ragadoochies, right? The Ragadoochies. The clan. The cult that has his daughter. Some guy, I guess he's a part of the Ragadoochies, calls Barry and tells Barry, listen, we need to meet. Barry says 50 times, I ain't meeting you. I ain't meeting you. You know, I always tease Barry about his bad acting. I ain't meeting you. I ain't meeting. He said that like, I felt like he said it like 40 times. I ain't meeting you. I'm not meeting you. No, I ain't meeting you. So the cult member wants him to meet him because he says, listen, the only way you can get your daughter back, you have to come meet me. Don't bring no police. If you bring police, your daughter's dead. I know where she's at. He described whatever she was wearing. He was like, your girlfriend, your baby mama, she's in too deep. But listen, you come down here with me and we can work this whole thing out. And so Barry goes down there to meet the Ragadoochies and he says, where's my daughter? And the Ragadoochie dude throws a duffel bag and it stops right there. So I'm like, what is going on here with that? I guess there's some sort of clue in the bag or whatever. Barry looks startled. I don't know. I think I covered everything with what went on tonight. It was a decent episode. If there's anything I missed, let me check in my notes. Nope, I think I covered everything. So that's pretty much it. We're going to see what's going to happen next week. What do y'all think is in that duffel bag? And what's the clue? Can we please get Barry? Let's get Barry's daughter back, please, so we can wrap that storyline up. Let's have a funeral for Picky, please. That's what I want to see. And I'm interested in this whole thing with Richard and Nancy, how this thing is going to play out. Is she eventually going to tell him what's going on? Who's Picky's father is, you know? And yeah, that's all I have right now. Oh, and what's going to happen with this thing now that Ellie's boyfriend, or ex-boyfriend rather, walked in and saw her getting it on with him? Something's going on. Jason is up to something. Jason is trying to get something going. So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments down below. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, engage, and I will see you all in the next video.